Hi there, students. Fusion, a noun, and to fuse, a verb, and I guess as well a noun, a fuse. The problem is with the word fuse, we've got two different etymologies, but I'll explain that in a minute. So fusion is joining things together, merging separate elements so that they join together. So nuclear fusion, it's where you take two atoms and you push them together and you get lots of energy. So take a hydrogen nucleus and a hydrogen nucleus and push them together and you'll get helium and lots of energy. Or fusion, a style of cooking, a fusion style that combines ingredients and techniques from different countries or different styles. So the food that this restaurant serves is a fusion between Chinese and Indian food. So it's a fusion of different styles. Or in music, a fusion where you blend together different types of things. So you could have a war film. Okay, that's one type, and if you mix that with a musical, then you would have some sort of fusion, or mixing different types of music together. Mix the blues and punk blues. That would be fusion as well. Okay, so fusion, it's the act of two things merging together, coming together, and becoming one. Fusion as well, something fuses when it melts. So ice fuses at 0 degrees centigrade and becomes liquid. So to fuse, it's actually a posh word for to melt, or a very scientific one, not very commonly used though. The heat of fusion, it's the amount of energy you need to make something melt. Now let's look at this word, a fuse. Okay, so a fuse, you could firstly use this as a verb, to fuse, to melt together, to melt something, to liquefy something by heating it. So I took the two pieces of plastic and held them close to each other and put a flame underneath, and the two ends melted and they fused together. So to melt together. In a house, you have a fuse for the electricity. A fuse is a small safety part in an electric device, so it stops working if the current is too high. It prevents fires and other dangers. So all of the lights went out, and I'm going to have to change the fuse. Well, nowadays normally they have a differential, but when I was younger, there was a fuse, and you changed the fuse. It's a little thing that you put in a machine, and it burns out before the machine is destroyed. Cars have fuses, yeah. All cars have a fuse box. I think they still have them. So that would be a fuse. A firework has a fuse, a piece of string that you light it. Boom! Yeah, it's the thing that causes it to explode after a fixed amount of time. A fuse. Okay, dun 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 dun. Okay, to fuse two things together, to join different things together. So yes, when the sperm and the egg join together, they fuse together, and wow, boom, that's life. Or when a baby is born, its skull, there are different bones, but these bones fuse together. Okay, they join together, they become one thing together. Okay, you fuse different cultures, different ideas, the musical fusion, the culinary fusion that I was talking about. To fuse, to melt two things together. The heat of the fire had fused many of the things inside the machine. This electrical device, the headlights of the car won't work, and I think that's because a fuse has gone. Okay, so the fuse, boom, yeah, okay, a fuse, and then fusion as well. Now I said we've got two different etymologies here. Okay, so to fuse, as in the bang, or the thing that ignites. This is a from the Italian word fuso, from Latin fusus, a spindle or a stick. Yeah, but the other one we have to fuse or fusion, to melt, and this is from fundo, to melt, to pour together. Okay, so fuse, formality. I think I'm going to give fuse and fusion, I think I'm going to give both words a 5 in formality. Use them absolutely anywhere. Well, that's good. So, enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. A fuse, to fuse, fusion.